All right. I think we are live. Tap, tap. And it can hear me. All right. Hey, guys. Sam with The Blind Life doing a live stream today for everyone in the future watching this. And Rachel is here. Do you want to give a test?
Sure. Can you tell?
Nah, you'll probably have to listen on yours.
Okay.
If you jump into it. Live streams are always weird. There's always this weird, awkward part at the beginning where is it even working? You never quite know with YouTube. So bear with us. It says it is on. Hey, someone's in here.
It says there's 16. I'm not hearing anything.
Okay. Microphone. Tap, tap. Let's try this again.
Okay, someone said we can hear both of you just fine.
Okay, good. Someone can hear us. All right. Yeah, there's no... YouTube's live stream is very bare bones, and I couldn't even test out the video and stuff before we went live to make sure it was working or the audio. So you never quite know. They need to really improve their live stream. YouTube does. I think there's more settings and stuff you can do, but someone like me that just wants to go on real quick, I need to be able to know if it's working or not. But anyway, okay. So hello, everybody. Hello, everybody that's in here already. This was just kind of a last-minute decision to do a live stream today. Rachel and I were making a video the other day, and we're like, well, let's do a live stream this weekend because I haven't done one in forever.
Yeah, it's been bad. It's been a long time.
It's been a very long time. And I do monthly live streams with the members of The Blind Life, and I skipped last week's. So if you're a member and you're watching this now or in the future, I apologize. That's, yes, we were supposed to have a live stream last weekend, and I missed it. So that was another reason. I thought, you know what, let's just do a live stream for everybody this weekend and kind of connect again with the community because it has been quite a while.
Yeah, you've already got 24 people in here.
Awesome.
We've got Coda Gray, Chinmoy Akarji, who we answered one of his questions in the video that came out this morning.
Probably butchered the name too. I'm sorry about that.
I probably did again, and I apologize for that. Blind Man Walking is in here. Mattia from Italy.
Italy, wow.
V-Team Paranormal from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada.
V-Team Paranormal. I want to check out that YouTube channel. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. Black Rhino, Kim Lackey. That Guitar. Jordan Mahoney from Ireland.
Yep, Jordan. Hello, everybody.
No Eyesight. Did I say Blind Man Walking already?
Yep.
Live Accessible.
Carrie's in here. Hello, everybody.
Blind Life.
Blind Life, yep.
The Blind Picker, Addison Mara, Blind Warrior.
Excellent. Let me see real quick.
John Follis. Okay. What are you doing?
It's gonna...
Not available.
Okay, I guess I can't. Okay. No, I was just checking. Well, that's awesome. Hello, everybody, and people from all around the world. That's pretty cool. So we, like I said, we didn't really have any special plan for today's live stream. I do want to do a giveaway. I've got some things to give away, so we'll do that here in a little bit. Give away some cool stuff, some products, and maybe give away a t-shirt or two from the Blind Life merchandise store, which you can find on Amazon and Teespring. Links in the description down below. Huge thank you to anybody that ever gets any of the shirts and supports the channel that way. That's pretty awesome. And I love seeing pictures too. If you guys ever get any of the merchandise, send me a picture on Instagram or Facebook or something like that. I love seeing those. So one question, did anybody watch the video that we posted this morning, the answering comments video? If you did, I'd love to kind of get some feedback. As we said in that video, first time I've ever really done that type of video, that kind of format, just sitting down answering questions. A lot of channels do it, and so I thought, it's not a bad idea. That was actually Rachel's idea, that I should probably do something like that, and that would be an easy way to communicate or connect with the community and answer questions, and also getting a video out, a very limited editing video. Although I think in the future we will try not to make it so long. It was almost an hour, that video. And I was editing last night, actually, funny story, editing that video last night, and I told Rachel, I was like, oh my gosh, it's like 50 minutes. I don't know if I should cut out some stuff or just go with it. And Rachel's like, just go for it. Just leave it. She said that she watches videos like that on her favorite channels, and oftentimes they're sometimes over an hour, right?
Yeah. I don't know if anyone else watches Garden Answer on YouTube. It's a really great, if you like landscaping and gardening and stuff like that, yeah. It's a really great channel. And excuse me, they actually have a completely different channel they call it Garden Answer Highlights, where they answer questions and stuff. And they're always really long, but they're interesting. It's questions that people are asking, and it's a little bit more personal and not as not as much production to it. It's just her sitting in front of the camera. So you kind of feel like you get to know her a little bit better and stuff. But I watch them sometimes, and they're an hour long. Yeah.
Well, and like you said, you can dive a little deeper than just quickly answering in a comment, text in a comment, replying to a comment. You can go into more detail and depth on the question. So if people like that, like I said, I will continue to do that, hopefully every month, if we remember to.
And several people said that they watched it and they liked it.
Good. The nice thing about it too is, it's just me sitting there. So if you want to just put on some headphones or put the phone down and do your dishes or something like that and just listen. You don't have to be watching. No, there's nothing exciting going on visually. You're just staring at my ugly face for an hour. So you could definitely do that. Kind of podcast style. Yeah, that's what someone just said. Tom Burt just said long videos can be good to play in the background and listen while doing other things. Yeah, exactly. Tom gets it. Well, cool. Well, I hope everybody's doing well today. It is ridiculously hot here in Lexington, in Kentucky. We're definitely out of the cool days of spring and getting into summer, which I'm not happy about. It's actually not that hot out. It just feels like it because we're not used to it yet. Well, and we've had a lot of rain over the last week, so it is just humid and muggy. I was actually out there talking with a gentleman who is going to be cleaning out our gutters yesterday, and just standing out there, it's like, the air just feels heavy. Yeah. It's very sweaty. Yeah. Hey, I just saw a couple of you commented in the chat about that you listen like 2 times. Can you do that on YouTube? Can you watch videos sped up? Yeah. I didn't know that. I mean, because I usually listen to I listen to a lot of podcasts, and when I listen to podcasts, I always listen to them faster than normal speed. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. That's interesting. I will have to somebody confirm that for us. Especially like when I'm watching an hour-long Garden Answer Highlights video, where it's not about seeing it, it's just about listening to it. That would be a good one to listen quicker. It's very funny. I was actually on a call yesterday with a gentleman, and we were talking about web accessibility and website and apps being accessible and things like that. And he was asking, he's not visually impaired, and he writes articles for a news company. So he doesn't really live in the visually impaired world. So he was asking about people listening to screen readers fast. Like I guess he turned his on just to test it out, just to kind of see what it was like. And he said it was talking really fast. And so we talked about that, how, it's just practice. The more you use it, the more you're like, oh, this is way too slow. Come on, I got things to do. Let's speed it up a little bit. But he was very surprised. I was telling him that I've worked with people that listen to theirs at 100%. So on most of these things, you start right around 50%. That's like normal default speed. And so, yeah, I've got, I know people that listen to audiobooks at 100%, which is insane. I'm like, how can you tell the inflection in the voice and all of that and get the different characters and, you know, so, but I know a lot of us do have ours bumped up higher than people. In fact, whenever I do demos at work, I always have to slow mine down a little bit so that the people can hear it.
Yeah. Hey, so just FYI, several people have put that yes, you definitely can do it on YouTube. And Carrie said if you...
Sorry, I should mute my phone.
Yeah, you should. That if you go to the 3 dots and playback speed to adjust your preference.
Yeah, I knew I saw it on there somewhere. I don't do it myself, but I knew I've seen it be there.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't keep it like that all the time because a lot of things I'm watching for the visual aspect. But yeah, for some of the ones that were either just answering questions and stuff, that would be good.
Yeah. All right, talk to him, Rach. Let me see who that was that texted me. Oh, it's nobody important. Okay.
So does anyone have any specific topics that they'd like to discuss or any questions that we didn't answer in the video this morning that you would like Sam to ask? Like Sam said, we didn't really plan a specific topic for today or anything.
Yeah.
We just figured it was a great day to do it. Our daughter is very lucky and got to go to Myrtle Beach with a friend at kind of a last minute. They asked on Sunday if she could go with them on Thursday. So she's at the beach right now and we are empty nesters at the moment. So we're bored and don't know what to do with ourselves.
Yeah. And so, like I said, here in a minute, we'll do some giveaways and hopefully that will go well. Once, just like everything, we didn't really plan it out, so we'll see how it goes.
Kim said she loves the Funky Town ringtone.
Thank you. Yeah, that's my text message sound for my my Android phone. I'm still having problems. I was on Carrie's live stream recently, and we were talking about the new new Android 12 features, and I mentioned in there that I was having audio issues with my Android, my Samsung, and I still am. It's like it's not just talkback. It's there's other aspects where it's super loud and I can't get it. I'll click the volume all the way down and it'll be really, really loud, and then all of a sudden it'll go off. It's like there's no lower range. It's just annoying. So I know. Sorry, that doesn't really have anything to do with this, but
complain about your problems.
I just want everybody to join in my misery with my ringtone.
Okay, there was a question. Where was it? And I'm sorry, I'm horrible with pronouncing names correctly, but Rushenk Pavarti, maybe, or Pavate, said, Sam, can you suggest to them how to take notes in a class? Which it's been a long time since you've been in a class, but what would you do? How to take notes if you're able to. Personally, I would have, like a Bluetooth keyboard connected to either an iPad or an Android tablet, and taking notes with the screen reader on. And maybe one earbud in or one earphone or AirPod or whatever, so that I could hear it talking to me, but I could also still hear whatever is going on in the classroom, and just take notes that way. That is assuming you're a touch typist and all of that, and you know how to use the screen reader on the device. A lot of people back when I was in school. You never took notes.
Yeah, I just skipped the class. No, we had recorders. That's like it. Back in the early 90s, they gave you a tape player and you recorded your lectures on a 4-sided tape. So old. Some people are like, I don't even know what a tape is. And then later on, you would go back and you would, while you were at your dorm or whatever, you would take notes from the lecture. You just record the entire lecture and go back. Nowadays, or you could just have a laptop just sitting there, and the same thing, headphones, a screen reader, and taking notes on like Notepad or the Notes app on a Mac laptop. Pay somebody to take notes for you.
I wonder how it would work if you did. I wonder if you could have a professor wear a Bluetooth microphone and then do like a voice to text.
You probably could.
You basically have a transcript of, or you could just record them and
then do it later.
Listen to it again later.
I mean, nowadays, especially with Android's been able to do it with certain apps. Google's Photos or Google Vision or whatever it's called has been able to do it, and now with the announcement of iOS, the new iPhone and stuff, they have the live text feature now, where you just snap a picture of text or printed text or a sign, or in this case, a whiteboard or a chalkboard, and then it will copy all the text and write it out in you can put it into a notes app or an email and send it to yourself. It transcribes all that printed text into digital text. See, that's an option too, if there's a lot of notes and stuff on the board.
I'm having a hard time keeping up with chat. People are chatting a lot, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm falling way behind everybody, but we'll get there.
Slow down.
No, that's all right. V Team Paranormal said that they are not public yet. They're nervous about it, and then actually said, "Could you do a video about going public on YouTube?" So V Team, you'll have to let us know kind of more specifically.
Yeah, send me an email.
Or send Sam an email. It's sam@theblindlife.net.
Yes.
And but I think Sam would agree with me that it's just go for it.
Yeah,
Get your content out there, and just know that you're not going to get a lot of views at the beginning.
And it's probably going to be terrible at the beginning. It always is.
Yeah. I mean, if you see some of Sam's really early videos, they're pretty rough. The editing's rough.
Yeah,
the quality's rough, and it takes a little while to get your groove.
Yeah, some people are exceptions to that rule. I was watching a channel this morning, and the production was really, really good on the video, and I looked, and she only had like maybe 2,000 subscribers or something like that. I'm like, this is a new channel, but she's really done really well, so she must have some kind of background in it. But yeah, like Rachel said, until you get your groove and you figure out what your style is and all that, the videos probably aren't going to be phenomenal, and that's okay. It's just important to get going, to start. I think it was our buddy Juan, JC5 Productions, I think is the person I heard this quote from, but said, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. And it's true. It's like you just got to get the ball rolling. That's kind of like me with TikTok this past week. If you didn't see the video, this morning's video on the channel, I started a TikTok last week. And I've got like 4 videos on there, or TikToks. I never know what to call them. But I've had the Blind Life name on there for about a month now, and I was nervous to do the first one. I don't know why. It's just like anything. I make videos on here all the time for years, but doing the TikTok, that short video format, it was intimidating to me. But I made that first one, and that first one actually went pretty popular. It didn't go viral, but it got pretty popular.
It got like 1,000 views though, which is
it's over 2,000 now. But and quickly.
Skylar was a bit jealous.
Yeah, but she's got several hundreds of followers, so she doesn't have anything to be jealous about. But like I said, I've got 4 videos on there, 4 or 5, and I'm excited to make more. So yeah, you just got to get started.
Okay. Randall Hyatt said, is the Omnisense cane tip supposed to be extended or not extended?
That is a very good question, and I could never get a straight answer on that myself. I roll mine. So I use mine every day. It's my daily driver tip on my cane because it works so well for the way I use my cane. Just pushing it out in front of me. But I use it in the closed up configuration and the extended configuration. I think it just depends. I think it's supposed to be spread out in the open configuration. Wider wheelbase, I don't know, but I do it in both. When I fold up my cane, I close it up, and sometimes I don't open it up when I open the cane, so I just go with the closed configuration. So either way, I guess.
Okay, I'm reading through stuff here.
Sure.
Oh, Nancy Manley said, thank you for the reviews you do on new tech devices for blind people. I bought the Clover Lookie 6 for my granddaughter. It's awesome. She loves it.
Oh, great.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's fantastic. It's a good device. I'm sad I had to send that one back because it was nice.
Okay. Gerald Ware said, are you aware of JAWS or Magic screen magnification software? And if so, do you recommend any alternatives?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely aware of both. Are they even making Magic anymore? I don't think they're making Magic anymore. I don't think it's around. Carrie can help confirm that. But JAWS definitely is. JAWS is kind of like, that's the #1 screen reader for professionals. Well, it's job access with speak. That's what it means. So it was designed for people to use in a workplace.
Isn't it a big memory hog though?
No, ZoomText is the one that's kind of, it's very resource intensive. It'll slow down your computer like crazy. But JAWS, you know, people have asked this, do you prefer JAWS or do you prefer NVDA? Which would you recommend? And it's just like Apple versus Android. You know, it's whatever you kind of got started with. That's going to be your favorite. You have some people that are JAWS fanboys and you have some people that are NVDA fanboys. I'm not a full-time screen reader user like that much of a screen reader user. So I can't really say what would be the best. Carrie might have some recommendations because I know a lot of her family are full-time screen reader users. So she has more experience with that.
Notice that he uses NVDA.
NVDA
is free, right?
NVDA is free. So that's definitely a plus. JAWS is like, it's just like several $100s. I think you're gonna do well with whichever one you choose. That's the kind of, it's also true about Android versus Apple or iOS. You're gonna be okay whichever one you choose. It just, yeah, you just kind of look at those extra things like budget. You know, is it in your budget to get the JAWS? Is somebody getting it for you? Then, you know.
Yeah, like if you're a business person and you're going to be using like Excel and stuff like that, JAWS is probably the way to go, right?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I don't have much experience on how well it works with certain programs and things. I've got a buddy who, like I said, he is a diehard NVDA user. He's totally blind. He had his eyes completely removed. He does computer programming. He went to school for computer programming, and he loves NVDA. He thinks JAWS is terrible.
So Carrie said they are still selling Magic, but she's pretty sure they're going to stop supporting it soon. And then she said she recommends using both JAWS and NVDA if you can get JAWS. And she said most Voc rehabs can give it to you. Yeah. And then also using Windows Narrator, which you use. Do you use Windows Narrator at all, or you just use Windows Magnifier? I use the Windows Magnifier, but I do use, you know, Narrator for certain things. Speaking of Voc Rehab, we talked about this in our video this morning. I talked about how they tend to push certain products. In the case of smartphones, it's iPhones. For some reason, they always just say, "Oh, you need an iPhone." But JAWS is another one. It's like they will just say, "Oh, you need a screen reader? We'll get you JAWS." And my philosophy is let's explore all the different options before we make it a blanket decision like that. So No Eyesight said, can you guys go more in depth with voiceover, you know, like more details? You have some really detailed videos, don't you? I mean, you could talk for like a long time about voiceover. Yeah, it's more like, it's like anything else. You know, if you want more details for voiceover, it's specific. You know, you get into like the rotor, using the rotor, which Derek Daniel, lifeaftersightloss.com, we have a voiceover 101 series where he and I have both made videos on voiceover. And incidentally, Carrie and I have a Talkback 101 series. So if you want to learn more about voiceover, I would recommend checking out those videos first. I have a playlist, voiceover 101 playlist. Derek has a voiceover 101 playlist. We go into the basics, but then we go into some more advanced stuff. Did you say Life After Sight Loss? Yeah, Life After Sight Loss is the YouTube channel. Or if you just search Derek Daniel, you'll find his channel also. But, you know, if you need more than that, we can definitely send me an email if there, you know,
because I could make videos on more specific gestures, 3-finger, 4-finger gestures. I just haven't, but I can definitely do that. There's also, you can download a printout of, or like a PDF of the different gestures. We have a couple at work that we print off for people who are learning voiceover, and it's like the basic gestures outline. So you can do that as well.
Okay, we've hit most of the questions that were in here.
Okay.
Right now, I feel like something popped in my head earlier that we said we were gonna ask about or talk about.
Anybody give any suggestions for a name for the comments video?
Yeah, that would be good to come up with something.
We can also, well, let's go ahead and do some giveaways. That's what everybody's really here for anyway, not to listen to us. We know how it is. So I've got, we're giving away another packet of the Way Around tags, the Way tags. It's a little starter pack, and it's got a little sample of all the different tags. If you're not familiar, I did a whole video about Way Around tags. Check that out. But
basically a labeling device.
Yeah, there's an app that you can download. The app is free, and it will scan. It uses NFC to scan these tags that you can label a bunch of stuff in your life. There's magnetic tags. There's heat and water resistant tags that you can put on laundry. And so, you can put it on your pants and then label these are my blue jeans or something like that. So we've got a pack of those. Big thank you to Way Around for donating a couple packs to give away. I've already given away some to my members in one of our member live streams. If you want to become a member and take part in some of those live streams, I do Zoom calls with my members because it's a smaller group and we can all get on there and chit chat. But if you want to take part in that, there's information about being a member in the description.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know the answer to this because I'm not sure how many live streams you've watched and how you've done it, but Seeing Blind was just asking, does anyone know how to keep the video going when you are dictating chat messages? So I'm not sure if Sam knows the answer to this, but maybe some of you in the comments can answer that for Seeing Blind of how can you keep the video going when you're dictating chat messages?
Yeah,
you know, Sam?
I don't. I wonder if they're talking about like on a phone, like when you do the dictation, it automatically stops the video. I'm assuming that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've never done that myself, so I'm not sure.
Someone suggested BLQA, blind life question and answer.
Oh, BLQA. I like that.
Yeah.
I need to write it down.
Yeah, I like that. Although it's not technically a Q&A, it's more of a
FAQ?
responding to Q comments, but
FAQ?
yeah, Carrie said that you can't. The only thing I could think of is you could actually, excuse me, I wonder if you could, sorry, I just touched my mic. If you could log in twice, have the video playing on like a TV or computer, and then also log in on your phone and do the chat on one and actually watch the video on the other. I know that's kind of a pain, but that's a possibility. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and start the pricing. So this is what we're going to do. Sam will set a timer because there's a delay, so we're going to give everyone plenty of time. Sam's going to set a timer for like 5 minutes. Everyone that would like a chance to win the Way Around tags, I want you to type in the comments section a number between 1 and 100. And Sam just wrote a number down.
I'm going to write it down right now.
Okay, he's going to write.
I was writing down the names.
He's going to write a number down now, and he can't see the chat, so it'll be fair. And I'll watch the chat, and then when the alarm goes off 5 minutes from now, whoever is closest to the number without going over is going to get some Way Around tags. So Sam will reach out to you and have you email him your address, and we'll get them mailed out later this week.
Yeah. Should we do 5 minutes or 3 minutes?
We'll do 3 minutes because some people are already putting their numbers in.
All right, Alexa, set a timer for 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
This one's so slow. She's so slow to respond.
It is very slow. The blue light popped up way before the sound.
Wow. She needs to get some service done. Okay, so I've written a number down. I have a number. It's my lucky number. We'll start with that. And then while we're waiting on that, you guys keep putting in your numbers. I still have 2 of these.
Sorry, Tom Burt just said, now everyone's Alexa has a timer set.
Oh, yeah. I thought about that. Cancel.
Sorry, everybody.
I don't have an answer for that.
From now on, I'll push the button. I'll manually push the button.
I can help if you ever misplace your phone.
She's still talking.
Try asking you to call your phone.
Okay, thank you, honey. All right, so I've still got 2 of these large print calendars, the EZ2C calendar and planner. They're 2021, so I know we're already halfway through, but still, you guys we'll give away these 2 calendars, large print.
And we'll do a separate.
Yeah, we'll do that here after this one.
After this one, yeah.
We'll do it the same way though, and maybe the 2 numbers closest will win the 2 calendars.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And of course, we don't need to say that if you don't want to enter the contest, just don't put a number in.
Yeah. But so the numbers you're putting in right now are for the way around.
Number between 1 and 100.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I don't know how to say the name. REHAHM1.
Reham.
It said, please talk about the typing experience between Samsung keyboard and other Android cell phone keyboards. I don't know that you hardly ever use the keyboard, do you?
No, I do, and I've actually been using the Gboard keyboard lately, which is Google's. It has a lot of customizable options as far as theming, which is pretty cool. But Samsung, really the only difference that I can think of worth mentioning is it has a high contrast mode, which is in the accessibility section of in the visual accessibility section of the settings, not of the keyboard, of the actual phone settings. And it will do a high contrast black and yellow. And I love it. I did a video about it, talking about how to turn it on and everything. I really like that. I think you can adjust the size of the keyboard as far as the layout height on the screen. But I mean, other than that, there isn't too much different than, it's got swipe texting, it's got predictive text, it's got, where you can set up shortcuts where if I do like a hashtag and the number 1, then it auto fills in my predetermined information.
Oh, there's our alarm.
Okay, Alexa, stop. Okay, I thought I could push the button. Okay, so the lucky number was, were you able to keep track of numbers?
Yeah.
24 was the number, 24.
So the person that came closest to 24 without going over was the number 17, which was Sean Wallen. So Sean, send Sam an email, and the email address is sam@theblindlife.net. Send him an email with your mailing address, and we will mail you the way around tags. Congratulations.
Was it SEAN, Sean?
It's SHAWN. WALLIN.
WALLIN. Okay, Sean Wallen, we got you down. I'm writing them down this time. I think the last contest I did with Skylar, I didn't write anything down. I had to go back and watch the video.
And Carrie said that Blind Android Users Podcast did a pod about all the different types of accessible keyboards as well. So that might be a great.
Yeah, there's a bunch of not only accessible keyboards, but if you do like big keyboard, or if you search for large keyboard or big keyboard, there's a lot. My problem is a lot of them change the orientation of the keys to make it larger. It's not QWERTY style anymore. It's this proprietary, like ABCD on one side, and then which is fine. But if just keep in mind, you got to learn a whole new typing thing. But much like a lot of things with Android, they offer a lot more variety of options than iOS. I've searched for accessible keyboards or big keyboards and things like that on iOS, and there's very, very few. I did a video on one, but yeah. Okay.
Okay, here's an okay. Before we get started on the next topic,
Sure.
we'll go ahead and start the next timer, right? The calendars, or do you want to wait a little bit?
What were you going to say?
Okay, well, someone just said, where is it? I love Voiceover, but it doesn't have my language, which is Vietnamese. How do I go about starting a campaign to have Apple add my language in there?
Ooh.
Does anyone have any idea?
You can definitely.
I'm kind of surprised that they don't have Vietnamese, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. You can definitely contact Apple's accessibility hotline and voice your concerns with them. Or if you find an email for feedback on iOS or something like that, you could definitely say, contact them that way. That would be my recommendation, is the accessibility hotline. Give them a call.
Yeah, that would probably.
'Cause that's what they're there for. I mean, that's, they're supposed to help with accessibility.
Yeah. Tom Burt said glide typing helps sometimes, but it's not that great other times. I do glide typing a lot. I'm not visually impaired, but I just am lazy. So I do glide typing a lot, and I do really like it. It's quick. However, when you get something wrong, it's way wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like just an autocorrect where you're a letter or something off, where people usually can tell what you are trying to say. Like, when it's wrong, it is so wrong. I
meant to write bread, but wrote pumpkin instead.
Yeah, because you might get the letter next to it on the keyboard or something when you're swiping, and then it predictive, fills in the rest of the word or whatever. It could be embarrassing sometimes.
Derek Daniel did a video about a keyboard that he uses on iOS, and I don't know if it was Glide. It's Glide. How does that work? Is it like
where you just? I'm assuming. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, yeah.
Unless it's something else that I'm not aware of, but yeah, you know how I just slide my finger across and it kind of leaves like a colored trail across the.
Yeah, it may be something else, because I think Glide is the one that Derek did the video about, and it's a specific where you don't even see the keyboard and it's just empty. I don't know. We'll have to double check. But okay, let's go ahead and we'll start the next one. This is for the 2 calendars, and we're going to do the people closest. How about we'll pick a number, and the person closest under the number and the person closest over the number.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wins the 2.
So if you're interested in one of those calendars, are actually really nice, and I'm sorry that it's so late in the year.
Half a year late.
It's kind of a good excuse to be able to try it out and see if it's something you'd maybe want to purchase for next year. But they're very nice. They're really well made and stuff.
Yeah, and there's actually an order form inside there to order next year's. I believe the guy's name is John. The guy who makes these, it's so smart. Watch the video I did about these calendars specifically, but he did, like in September, he put a little insert saying, don't forget to order your next year's calendar. It's like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
so Sam is writing down his number, and then he is going to.
Rachel can see it.
Yep, I got it.
It's official.
He is not going to say the thing this time. He's going to press the button to set a timer.
That's right. I almost said it.
So 3-minute timer. If you would like to be in on the calendars, there's going to be 2 winners. So go ahead and put your numbers in the chat.
Set it.
What do you want to play?
Cancel.
Canceling.
Oh, she's so slow. Okay, here we go. Set a 3-minute timer.
3 minutes. Starting now.
Okay, and go.
Okay, so Wilmer wanted to ask what games you play that are easy to see in mobile. You don't play any games, do you?
I don't play. Well, I just downloaded this one that looked pretty cool, where you got like 5 letters at the very bottom, and then there was a crossword type thing at the top, and you had to swipe the letters to make words.
Kind of like glide typing.
Glide typing, but it's like 5 letters in a circle formation, and you had to go like THEN. Would write then, but then if you did HEN, it wrote hen, but then if you wrote NET, it wrote net. It's like you had to get as many words out of those 5 letters and fill it in. It looked like something I could do. I like color flow, I think is what it's called, where you have to connect the color dots when with the lines. And you know what I'm talking about? I think it's called Color.
I don't know what you're talking
I think it's called Color Flow. I do that on my iPad, my big 12-inch iPad, so it's nice and big. But you basically just connect the color dots to each other, and you can't like cross over another color. It's kind of like on Tron with those light cycles. You can't cross. I play that. You know, there are a bunch of mobile games for visually impaired. Blindfold games is one of them.
Flow is what that color was.
Flow, okay, not Color Flow, but just Flow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just not much of a mobile game person, but there are quite a few.
Okay.
I'm not able to zoom in or anything. My mouse just isn't working. That's okay.
Carrie said there's a similar one called Bridges.
Bridges. Over Madison County.
That's dating.
Showing my age.
Randall said he just got his CSUN certification just now.
Oh, excellent.
Is CSUN in person this year, or is it virtual?
I haven't heard. Actually, Randall, is it in person or is it virtual this year? I'm hoping it's person.
He said it's online. Sam is itching to go to a conference. He loves going to conferences and conventions, and he hasn't been in one since several months before COVID. So I guess it's been since 2019, hasn't it?
Yeah, 2019. Tulsa in August.
Did you go down to Florida in January of 2020 or no?
No.
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 Go to ATIA?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, ATIA was the last one down in, yeah. Okay. Stop.
Okay, so we have a little decision making to do.
Uh-oh.
We didn't account for this. We said the one closest under and the one closest over. But Marla Roberts guessed 75.
Oh.
Which is the number. So this is my suggestion, Sam, and tell me what you think. Should we
She gets both?
give Marla the option of if she wants a calendar or if she wants a t-shirt?
Yeah.
Would that work?
Yeah.
And you'll buy her a t-shirt?
Yeah.
Okay, so Marla, in the chat, let us know, do you want one of these calendars or do you want a t-shirt instead? And you can choose any t-shirt from, does it need to be your Teespring shop or Amazon, or does it matter?
No, either one.
Either his Teespring shop or his Amazon shop, and you don't have to decide right now. You can send Sam an email and he can give you the link so you can decide what you want, if you want a t-shirt. So you let us know. And then so the person that came closest, oh no, we have ties. We're going to have to figure this out. So Sam, can you write down these names?
Yeah.
So at 73, we have Black Rhino, but we also have Imaginationary Man. Did Imaginationary Man have a comment response to you in the video this morning? I thought that name sounded familiar. And then, let me see. Someone just put in 75. We already said the number. You can't be guessing anymore.
So above 75.
And then above 75, I'm just making sure I didn't miss anyone.
Yeah.
We have $77.
Good.
Was no eyesight.
Is it all spelled out EYESIGHT?
It's NO and then I, the letter I, SIGHT. So we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do about that. So I'm still waiting, Marla, to hear from you about if you would like a calendar or if you would like a t-shirt. while we're waiting on Marla to get back to us, Steven Gonzalez said, do you have any good dietary to help with good eye health? And Sam does not at all. Because you know what?
Green leafy vegetables, I think. No, I'm serious.
Well, let's just say you're not an expert. You don't know. You shouldn't be giving that advice.
No, I had a ham sandwich for lunch. That's not helping anybody's eyesight.
Not to mention, you have Stargardts, and for a lot of times they suggest vitamin A for vision, but for Stargardts, an abundance of vitamin A is actually a bad thing.
Yeah.
So it really depends on what you got going on. Okay, Marla wants a T-shirt.
Marla wants a T-shirt. All right, that solves that problem.
That solves that one. So now we have 3 people though, and we only have 2 calendars.
You guys are gonna have to battle royale it out in the chat. Best insult wins. No, I'm just kidding.
Do we have anything else that I'm trying to think? Do you have any other?
I've got a Wewok. Anybody want a Wewok cane? I'm just kidding.
I was like, really?
No. Let's see. How about
Black Rhino said, I'll concede my spot. Are you sure, Black Rhino, you don't want a calendar?
You don't want a half-a-year-old calendar?
Tombert just joined as a member, VIP.
Ah, thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Tombert.
Is it Tom Burt?
It's all one word.
Tombert. Thank you
like
very much.
Robert, but Tombert.
Okay, Tombert. How about this? Everybody who has Rhino, Imaginary, Marla, you guys all send me emails, sam@theblindlife.net, and we will figure it out. Don't worry about it. We'll get something.
You need to make sure you put your what your chat name is so we know who's who.
Yeah. This is Billy. I'm Imaginary Man on or whatever. Imagination.
Okay, sorry. Let me.
What is imaginary?
You just wrote imaginary.
What is it?
It's imaginationary.
Imaginationary. That's right. Sorry.
I like that you look at what you wrote and said, no, it's imaginary. Like what you wrote is fact.
It's written on paper. That means it is the king's honest truth. Imaginationary.
Okay. I'll scroll back a little bit. When we were talking about games, someone mentioned that Minecraft does have some decent voiceover and accessibility options.
It does.
Which Sam likes Minecraft, but you've never played it on mobile.
Not on mobile, no. But the desktop and Xbox and that sort of thing, console. They've put in a lot of really cool accessibility. I had plans on making a video about that, but I don't think it ever panned out. But and then as far as texture packs, Minecraft has a ton of texture packs that are great for low vision. I made a video about it. I made a video about the accessible pack that this guy made that's specifically for low vision. I think Minecraft is great as far as, being accessible.
Yeah. Okay. Marcus has joined us from Sweden.
Marcus.
So Steven Gonzalez said, hi, Sam. I love your shows. I'm a big fan who has Stargardt disease.
Hey, Stargardian.
I've got a personal question. Since I can't visit the gym due to my low vision, how do you stay in such good shape? I knew you would laugh at that.
I make sure to record from here up. That's how I stay in good shape. You guys can't see what's going on down here. I am not. I appreciate it, man, but I am not in the best shape right now. COVID has hit me hard in more ways than one. Well, no, just in that one way, I guess. I need to be better. We have a gym in our garage. We have a couple years ago, we went on Craigslist and we bought a ton of gym equipment. We've got a full squat rack out there. We've got 2 sets of plates, a couple bars. We've got
the Bowflex. What are those dumbbells called?
Yeah, the Bowflex dumbbells where you can crank them and make them heavier. We've got a weight bench. We've got curling bar. We've got a lot of stuff. We've got a pull rack thing. So when I'm motivated to get out there and do that, it's great. I do that. And I also, not being able to drive, we're constantly walking places. So it's good exercise right there. But no, and kind of going back to what we were talking about, diet, I'm not good at all. I really need to be much better. I need to get kind of on the ball, and I've let some things slide.
Sam has a late night sweet tooth.
Yeah, my favorite,
Actually, you have a 24-hour day sweet
24-hour sweet tooth, but it really starts knocking on, it starts chewing at me at night. My desert island food would be donuts. You know, if I had to take one food to desert island, it'd be donuts. Oh, that's my my weakness, is donuts. So it's not good. Actually, talking back to the dietary thing for vision, I recently went to my eye doctor and we were talking about this, and I asked him if he, recommended any vitamins or like that Preservision vitamin, if I should be taking that. And he said, not really. He said, for me personally, with with Stargardt's, just a good senior multivitamin I should be taking, which I need to get some.
Yeah.
But he said, like, that's really, and then what you normally get in a normal balanced diet would be fine, for Stargardt's at least.
Coda said, I do yoga.
Yoga?
Yeah. You never do yoga. You're not a yoga kind of guy, are you?
No, it's
probably
just
because you're super inflexible.
Which I would be more if I did yoga.
You did yoga, yeah.
It's just not, I just never had any desire to do it.
Yeah, I like yoga. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I haven't done it in a long time, but I should get back at it because I really like yoga. Brilliant Bhaskar, I'm not sure again if I'm pronouncing that right, said hi from India.
Hello, Brilliant. India, Sweden.
Said being a night owl is bad for the waistline.
Oh,
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not a night owl, but every once in a while I do stay up really late, and it never fails. I end up raiding the pantry at like midnight. I need to not stay up that late.
Jim Gaffigan, the comedian, has a great bit in one of his specials where he talks, and it sums it up perfectly. He's talking about eating ice cream, and he says, well, first he has this whole thing about, he opens the ice cream and throws away the lid because I'm not a quitter. And he talks about eating ice cream during the day. He's like, what are we, 12? He's like, why am I eating ice cream while there's people around? It's totally true. It's like, that's what you eat late at night after everybody's gone to bed and you go to raid the freezer.
Yeah, I used to never really be like a evening or late night snacker. And I think some of that did start when Skylar was little, because I didn't want her eating junk. So I would wait till she was in bed to eat junk when she wasn't going to witness it. And then you just kind of develop
very true.
the habit. I don't have that habit quite as much as you do, but I have different bad eating habits than you do. Black Rhino said they tend to do gym time late at night or early in the morning just to avoid the crowd.
Yeah. You did gym. We used to have a membership to the Y, and there for a while you were getting up before work, and that's crazy early.
Yeah, I would get up at 5 and be at the gym by I got there when they opened. I don't know if they opened at 5:30 or 6, but I would get there when they opened, work out, take a shower at the gym, and then go to work. Now I can barely get my butt out of bed to get to work on time. I don't know how to get back to that.
No.
Place.
And for us too, I think one of the reasons why we bought all the equipment for the garage was not only cost, a gym membership versus, a larger expense right there at the beginning. But for me, when I was going to the Y, I went twice a week, and I was taking paratransit network here in Lexington. So if I would go to the Y and I would literally be at the Y for 1 hour, it was probably a 4-hour trip because of travel, waiting for the bus to pick me up, traveling there, doing my thing, waiting for it to pick me up again, traveling back, so it's just like, let's just get stuff for the house and it'll be quicker and easier and stuff.
Sam would do exercise classes, and it would just be him and a bunch of stay-at-home moms.
The aerobic size stuff. I love those classes.
I know you do step aerobics and stuff like that.
Let's go, ladies. Yeah, let's go. You got it, Gladys.
There was no one named Gladys in there. It wasn't old ladies. It was young people.
Yeah. But I'd always be in the back, too. I'm like, I'll stay in the back where I can watch people around me. And anyway.
Sorry, I just saw something. Okay, so Randall said, what's a great CCTV to get? I'm changing out my Acrobat Mini.
Just like anything, it really depends on what you need, what your needs are. If you're wanting something portable, if you're going to be taking this back and forth to school or back and forth to an office, or if you travel a lot, then you're going to want to look at one of these smaller portable ones. Although that tends to be the way, the trend all of these are going to these days is portable, foldable, rechargeable.
You haven't really used a CCTV regularly in a while, have you?
No, I've got here at the house, I have the MagnaLink Zip from LVI, Low Vision International. I did a video about that one. It works for me, although I will say that it doesn't display it doesn't show a phone display, or sometimes I'll put my camera under there if I'm kind of going through the settings on my camera. It doesn't show that very well. Printed text, it's fine, but a digital display, it's hard. It doesn't focus on it very well. And I've fiddled with all the little settings and stuff. It just doesn't work really well for that.
Randall said, actually not portable, only for home, please. I hate having to charge them. I always lose the cables.
Yeah. I would recommend looking at eBay first. People, what oftentimes happens is someone's grandma will have a CCTV, and then unfortunately grandma passes away, and then grandkids don't know what to do with it, so they think, well, let's put it on eBay and we can sell it. But there's not very many people buying CCTVs on eBay, so you can oftentimes find pretty good deals. So I would check there first. Maybe you'll get lucky and you'll find exactly what you need at a decent price and free shipping and all of that. But then other than that, do you want OCR? Because most of these will have OCR nowadays. If that's not something you care about, then you can save some money and not getting that extra feature. Do you want something where the camera is in the unit and facing down, or do you want something like the Davinci where the camera is off on an arm and it can be moved around? I guess it would be like that.
I guess it depends on what you're using it for.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you used to use your CCTV much more frequently when you had to write checks. Mm-hmm. Like back when you used to have to write checks for things or fill out paperwork, but it's so infrequent that stuff, we just don't write checks very often anymore. It's literally once every couple of months. And then everything's electronic now. There's just not that often that you have to fill out forms and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that's because you used to have one that sat on your desk all the time, but you don't have one set up anymore, right? You
no.
Just get it out if you need it.
Yeah, just for, it took up so much space and I wasn't using it that often. For most of the things that I need to read, I'll just use an app to read it. It's only when I need to fill out paperwork or something like that.
Yeah, so he just said he wants it mainly for reading his Bibles. So he just wants a simple CCTV, magnifying CCTV. So he could go, I would say eBay, because an older one would be okay for that, right? Oh yeah, that'd be great for that. You could also maybe check out some of my DIY CCTV videos, using something you already have. If you already have a tablet, maybe getting a stand for the tablet and using that instead. I made a video where I used an adapter to plug my phone up to a TV and then had the phone on a stand, and I was able to display it up on the big screen and use that. And it's like $20 for that setup, it's like so much more affordable. So that might be an option as well. I'm totally just jumping topic to topic here, but going back to the snacks and eating, Christy Brazier said frozen grapes are great snacks. You love frozen grapes. And we actually have a bag of grapes that are almost to the point where I need to throw them away. So I'm probably going to throw those in the freezer. I love frozen grapes. Yeah, Sam really, really loves it. But that's the kind of stuff we need to keep on hand so that instead of eating crap at 11 o'clock, you're eating frozen grapes at 11 o'clock. Grapes are also great. Frozen grapes are also great for, which we don't do it because we're not wine drinkers, but if you drink wine, drop a couple in your wine glass and it'll keep your wine cool. Cool if it's a wine you want to drink. Yeah, but it won't water it down like ice will. No one puts ice in their wine. That's how we do in Kentucky. Only the hillbillies do that. That's how we do in Kentucky. Drinking out of a mason jar. I know what one thing we were saying we could discuss is wanting to have, Sam loves, and I think a lot of other people love it too when he does live streams, just the community in the chat. It's so nice that everyone can talk to each other too, like not just Sam being able to interact, but everyone talking to one another. So he had started a Discord and was going on there on Saturdays after his videos uploaded. Because that's it's another place where people can just gather and chat. But he was only getting I think the most ever was maybe 5 people. Carrie would pop in.
Yeah, a couple times Carrie did, which is great.
But it was very few people usually. So he's trying to figure out, would Discord be good and just not enough people knew about it, or was that a bad time? Or do people have other suggestions of what would work well for that? And already a couple people said, oh, you have a link for Discord? Oh, I use Discord. So maybe we just need to do a better job at getting the word out about Discord. Yeah, there's a link in the description of my videos. There's like this new Clubhouse. That's what I'm sure Carrie will probably recommend that. She's been doing Clubhouse for a while. And so that's an option. It's audio only. It's basically, I think they describe it as, it's like Zoom, but only audio, which is nice for us, I guess. Yeah. I also wondered what it would be like. It would be something it would do super regularly, but I wondered about doing a Zoom. Obviously, if you've got 50 people in a Zoom, we'd have to basically mute everyone and just open up the mic for people, which Sam has done Zoom calls with members. Yeah. Which he's done those fairly regularly. He missed yesterday's, last week's. I mean, instead of a live stream, he's been doing a Zoom because it's a smaller, more manageable group, and that's been pretty cool. It's tended to be the same 5 or 6 people each time, I think, but it's nice because it's a smaller group. But I think with a full one, we'd have to mute people and then just I would monitor the chat or whatever and unmute and whatever. Yeah, but we could definitely do that. Yeah. Because on Discord, can you do, I'm terrible with Discord. I don't know it very well. Can you do chat? Not chat, but audio voice. Yeah. Yeah. It's got an audio component. It's even got a video component, like a live stream type thing. So that's definitely something we can look into. But like Rachel said, I've been mentioning it in videos, but just hasn't been a lot of people going in there. So we didn't know if maybe that wasn't the best option for the community here. It sounds like some people do. And maybe what you might need to do is mentioning it at the very beginning of the video. Yeah. Because a lot of people don't make it to the very... Surely everybody watches all of my videos from the very beginning to the very end. I mean, I have some YouTube channels that I religiously watch. But I watch every video that comes out, and I watch them all the way through. But I almost never watch the last minute. I know I'm that way too. There's a couple of videos where it's like I know when that person's wrapping up because they do it the same way, and it's like, all right, I'm out. I don't need to watch the rest. And as a YouTuber, I shouldn't be that. I should be supporting and watching everything start to finish. But I don't either. So yeah. Okay. Well, maybe we will try. We'll try to get back on the Discord thing. And have you recorded is your video for next week done? I have a video ready to go. I don't know if that's the one, but either way, I do have a video ready to go. So it's too late to add something at the beginning to saying, check on my Discord? No, I could do that. I just think it might be good to just mention it at the very beginning of the videos, just a reminder, this came out at such and such time. So what time was your Discord? I can't remember. So I do it right after I get on there as soon as the video is uploaded at 9 a.m. Eastern. I'll get on the Discord and just kind of hang out. So if anybody wants to chat, you can join me there. And yeah, like I said, the link is in the description of the video, of all my videos. I don't think they allow you, or at least I couldn't do like a custom URL, Discord/The Blind Life. So I can't tell you what it is. It's just a random series of numbers. But yeah, Randall said that he doesn't see the Discord link. It's probably not in this video yet. It is not in this one, because I wasn't able to set up the description of this one. So check out any of my other videos. Yeah, check out his video from this morning, Randall, and the link should be in the description box of that. Yeah. So Coda said he just joined your Discord.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, so next Saturday, what'd you say, 9 a.m.?
9 a.m. Eastern.
9 a.m. Eastern. So unfortunately, that's really early for
you West Coasters got to get up early.
Yeah. But 9 a.m. Eastern, and maybe every once in a while we'll try to do one.
Yeah,
when
we'll
we're just
switch
like,
it
hey,
up.
we're home and we don't have a whole lot going on. Maybe we'll just impromptu do one or something.
Yeah.
The Artful Dabbler says, does anyone know if Discord works with iOS for iPad screen reader with no problems? I have no idea. We haven't tried it on.
I haven't been able to get Discord on my mobile device. I've been having so many problems. I've tried both on the Android and the iPhone.
I got it on my phone, didn't I?
Yeah, remember in the car that one day I was like, I would sign in and it would send me to that, how many taxis do you see in this picture, and I do that and then it would take me back and want me to sign in again. It's like it just kept doing it.
Juan, JC5 Productions just said making us West Coast people work for it.
Yeah, come on, Juan. I know you're up at 6 a.m.
I mean, the thing is just like these live streams, if enough people are in there and chatting and we don't have someplace that we have to leave to be at, they last a while. So, if you got in at 6:30 or 7, there's a good chance people would still be on there chatting.
I joke about that, but I have literally been sitting. I get up in the morning and I always have my coffee and sit downstairs and on the couch and check up on my YouTube videos and stuff like that. And I've sent Juan a text message at 7 a.m. my time, and Juan lives in California, and it's like all of a sudden he responds like, Juan, you're like 3 hours ahead of me. What are you doing up right now? Oh, I couldn't sleep. Like, all right, dude.
Coda said you have to have enough members to get a custom link.
I'm not big enough. That makes sense.
You're puny.
Yeah, that's all
right. Carrie said it might just be really early for some people. I'm not awake yet at that time.
Carrie's always making breakfast when she comes into Discord.
she is making me hungry.
Let's do another giveaway. How about that?
Okay, what's the other giveaway?
We're going to give away a shirt. This an actual legit this time giving away a shirt.
I mean, legit. We are giving one to Marla as well, but
but that was unplanned. Yeah, this one is planned.
Okay.
So yeah, we're going to do a Blind Life T-shirt. Actually, any of my merchandise.
Oh, someone asked if you have hoodies. You do, right?
I do have hoodies. Yeah, they're on Amazon and Teespring. Both have hoodies available. I was just looking at one today that just has this Blind Life logo on it that I'm thinking about going ahead and getting for me for the wintertime, because I'm constantly wearing a hoodie in the wintertime. But yeah, so whoever the winner gets whatever you want in any of the merchandise on either Amazon or Teespring, no problem. That should be fun.
Okay, so we're going to do again. Now, Sam, someone pointed out last time they could hear you writing the number, and we're pretty sure they knew what the number was.
I don't think that's true.
They guessed really close.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'll hold it down.
So
that's some serious blind skill right there. If you can.
Why don't you just wait until the timer goes off and write it down?
Okay, I'll do that.
So everybody write down a number between 1 and 100 again. And we're going to set a timer for 3 minutes. And when the timer goes off, Sam's going to write down what number he chose. He cannot see the chat. So,
no.
I mean, it is on the screen in front of him, but he can't see it.
I see something moving.
He can tell it's moving, and that's it. So, it's just going to be one winner, and it's going to be the closest without going over.
Yeah.
So.
And I'll try not to think about my number, because that person could probably tell what I'm thinking.
Yes.
They're that skilled as a blind person.
Yep. Sorry, just scrolling through and seeing. Yeah.
And also, still, once again, if anybody has any suggestions for a possible name for the Blind Life Answering Comments video series that we just started this morning.
And Ayla, who is the V-Team Paranormal, just became a member and also donated you a little donation.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you for your encouragement.
Awesome. Well, I love paranormal stuff. So, man, if you guys put something out, let me know.
The Artful Dabbler asked if this is USA only, and no, we will ship, even though it can get a little pricey. We want everyone to be included because Sam has a lot of international viewers, and we appreciate you all. So anyone can do it. Now, if you're international, there may be a chance that we're going to have to order the thing, have it sent to us, and then us mail it to you because you can't get it sent to some country. So
but
if that's the case, we'll still do it, but it might take a while before it gets to you.
I didn't set a timer.
Set a timer for 2 minutes.
Okay. You guys are supposed to be keeping track of me here. Set a timer for 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Okay.
It's probably been
1 minute and 30 seconds.
Okay.
Starting now.
You guys get a little extra time.
Eric says, can you please tell me what's going on with CyberEyes?
Yeah, so CyberEyes, it's a big mess, I think. So nobody could get a hold of anybody in Cyber Times, which is the company for CyberEyes. For the longest time, people were sending me emails, sending me comments. Hey, can you get in hold of them? I've been sending emails, blah, 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 calling. So finally, I got a hold of Sean Tibbetts is the CEO. So I finally was able to text him. He wasn't replying to me either, but finally he did. This was last year sometime. And Sean told me that he had I think he said a mild heart attack. Some sort of some type of health issue that kind of laid him out for a little while. And he was still recovering when I talked to him. And so I said, no, that's terrible. I'm sorry to hear about that. I said, but people are still asking about CyberEyes. Should I be promoting CyberEyes if somebody asks me about it? He said, no, not right now. So that's the last information I got from it. I've talked to distributors who say that, I don't know. Actually, no, that wasn't the last. I forwarded an email to them recently, and Sean did reply, and I'm trying to remember exactly what he said. Basically, they're still there, but everything is on hold. Stop. Everything is on hold. They may not be making. They may be out. I don't know. Okay.
Joker Alice said, do you know of any good chest straps and head mounts for recording videos with a phone? You don't really use any, do you?
No, I use, what I would recommend is looking at GoPro stuff. I have a chest mount for my GoPro, but then you can get a GoPro phone holder. Well, you can get a phone holder that has a GoPro mount on it. So that might be the way to go. I'm sure they do make chest mounts that are for phones, and probably head stuff. I just don't know. Whenever I need to do that, I use my GoPro. Okay, I'm writing down. Okay.
And Tombert had another idea for a name for the comment answering one, which I kind of like. Talk Back with the Blind Life.
Oh, that might be the winner.
You think we'll get in trouble for using Talkback?
Nah.
Not get in trouble, but
I'll make sure to spell it exactly the same way so I get those keyword searches. Okay, so I'm writing down a number. Actually, you picked the number this time.
I can't.
Oh, you can't. No, you can't. You're right.
I don't want anyone to. Anything between 1 and 100. It can be anywhere. And again, we're going closest without going over.
Okay, I'm gonna do my son's birthday. 98.
98?
Yeah. Okay. Writing it down.
Juan said that GoPros get some awesome cane perspective footage.
You know what I did? Juan was making that cane video that one time, and he wanted some shots. So I actually strapped my GoPro to the cane so that it got that point of view POV shot. I don't know if he used it in the video or not, but. Okay, so this is for the shirt or the merchandise.
Yes, and it looks like
magic number 98.
Hold on, I'm just verifying.
Sure. Big winner, big winner, big winner, no whammies.
Joshua just barely missed it. He put 99. Although Joshua put more than one number down.
He's
a joker.
He's hedging his bets there.
Yeah. He's also the one that guessed 75 after we announced 75. Addison Mara got 98. So Addison, send Sam an email at sam@theblindlife.net.
Yep.
And just shoot him an email, and he'll get back to you about how to choose what you would like. And you can check out his they're not in this video yet, I don't think, but or maybe it's in this video already, I don't know. But in any of his videos in the description box, there's a link to both his Teespring store and his Amazon merch.
Yeah.
So you can look at those and see what catches your eye.
Yeah. Amazon has shirts and hoodies. Teespring has a lot more shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, phone cases, pillows. Has a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
Addison.
We need to update the shops.
Yeah, I do.
There's just too many things to try to keep up with.
There is.
We got on Sam's Blind Life Instagram to post that he was doing this live stream today, and it was like, you have like 7 messages in here that you didn't know you had.
Yeah.
You don't get into your Instagram that often.
I recently had the opportunity, someone asked if I wanted to do this social media marketing course. And I'm like, I don't think I need it. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok now. I'm on YouTube.
You definitely need it.
But it's like,
are you going to use it?
Well, this person was like, it'd be so good for your business, and you can learn how to be a presence on social media. I was like, I already got a presence on social media. I need to be better on it, but
yeah,
I'm already halfway there, I think.
Yeah. Carrie said you need to get a virtual assistant.
No.
I think Sam needs to hire Skylar to be his social media person. I don't know if she wants to do it, but she would actually be very good at it.
Yeah, it's like, at one hand, I'm like, if I had an editor, then that would free up time for these other things.
Yeah.
But
editors are expensive.
Yeah, or get someone to do all these other things, and then I can keep on editing.
Yeah.
Which would probably be the better way, because I enjoy editing more than I enjoy doing this other social media stuff.
Yeah. I should do your social media stuff, but I don't want to. I'm just being honest.
You don't want to work whatever 40 hours a week and then come on.
Yeah, I don't want to work my full-time job and do that. I already do enough stuff for Blind Life.
Don't you love me?
I love you very much, but not that much.
There's limits.
There's limits to my love.
That wasn't in the vows.
Oh, do you have a charger in here? My phone the battery's getting low. It just went black.
Uh-oh.
Not black, but like dark screen,
Black. Yeah, you guys are going to see behind the scenes. Any one of those will be the right one. Yeah.
It's like an octopus of chargers. Oh, they're all the same kind.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, let me plug it up though. This is actually gonna. That's all right. We don't need that.
Does this need to turn on or something?
It will in a second. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, everybody. Okay.
Did I do it?
Coda asked, how do people use Instagram when it's just pictures?
Yeah, that's my thing about Instagram. It's very visual, and you can write descriptions, and little posts along with it, but it is mostly visual. Now, I will say Instagram's great about being able to add alt text to your images. It's really easy to do that on Instagram. When you're uploading and you put all your information, there's a thing down at the bottom that says advanced. I think it says advanced features or something like that. And you click on that, and alt text is one of those. And so then the screen reader will read out whatever you put in there. And that's fantastic. I do love that. But it is difficult. It's a very visual platform.
Yeah. Sarah said hello from Portugal. Can you recommend a nice audio editor for iPhone? Have you ever used an audio editor?
I don't. You guys are hitting me with the iPhone questions. I'm not much of an iPhone person as far as that's concerned. I don't use. Yeah, I don't. I've definitely never edited audio on the iPhone. Maybe Juan's an iPhone user. He might have a suggestion if he's still in here. If anybody else is in here that is an iPhone user that has a suggestion on that, you can put it in the chat, and Rachel will try and keep her eye out for that.
Yeah. Tombert said, do you use a 4K monitor on your PC? I always find my text is blurry when using magnifier to zoom in, so I'm not sure if I should update my monitor or spend the money on a better screen reader. No, it's definitely the monitor, because I've got here up in the studio, I've got a 1080p, 32-inch 1080p Samsung, but downstairs in my main computer, I've got a 40-inch 4K Samsung, and my text isn't blurry at all, and I'm just using Windows magnifier, standard Windows magnifier. Make sure if you are using Windows magnifier, make sure that the edge smoothing option is turned on. Maybe that got turned off, and that would kind of make it blurry around the edges. But chances are it's probably I'm going to say definitely the monitor, actually, because I have another Samsung 1080p at work, and it's noticeably, even this one here is noticeably softer, less sharp than my 4K downstairs. I'm actually looking at getting a 43-inch 4K computer monitor, actual monitor. These are TVs, but I'm looking at getting an actual monitor, and pretty excited about that. The Artful Dabbler said, I have to say, you guys in the USA have the most amazing equipment available for the visually impaired. Ireland has a lot of catching up to do. And I was really surprised by that. The other day, you had that comment from someone in France, talking about the fact that they only have like one type of cane or cane tip or something available, and I was really surprised by that. I mean, I would kind of understand if we're talking like a third world country or something like that, but I'm surprised that Ireland and France and stuff don't have some of the same options that we have. Yeah, from what I understand, though, governmental assistance is better in European countries than here in the U.S., from what I understand. But but you guys have beautiful country. Ireland is one of those places I've always wanted to go. And if we ever do a European trip, which we were supposed to do it in 2020. It was going to be this summer. Actually. Yeah. But when we do, I would love to go to Ireland. So. Rushank Pavardi said it's getting night there, so they're going to bed. But good night, Sam, and always good to hear from you. Take care. Well, thank you very much for joining us on the live stream. We appreciate it, and enjoy your evening. I hope you guys are doing all right in India. You guys have had a rough time lately with COVID. Vision High Tech posted something in French, and I'm trying to. I love French, but I'm not very good at it. So I'm trying to figure out. It's Est-ce que tu connais Vision était en France la même chaîne que toi? Est-ce que, just basically making it a question. Something about, do you know Vision with a capital V? Vision. Something in France, the same. I don't know. Vision High Tech, I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. I'm sorry. Is it a convention? They have a really big convention in, I think it's in France every year. It's like the equivalent of CSUN and ATIA, but over there, in European countries. Oh, maybe that's what it is? Maybe. What is it called? Juan said he can't think of any audio editing apps for the iPhone that are voiceover compatible. It's a good question though, and he'll have to look into it. Juan's on it. That's how I handle a lot of questions, is I divert it to someone else. Juan's your go-to for this, Carrie's your go-to for that, Derek's your go-to for this. Yeah. It's good to have a hive mind. There you go. And I'm the queen bee. Okay. And No Eyesight said, can you repeat the winners of the contest?
Luckily, I wrote them down.
Yes. So for the first one, which was the
Well, for the shirt, the last contest, it was Addis Moreau or something like that.
Mara, yeah.
Mara, 98. Here, can you read?
Okay.
Oh.
Marla is also getting some kind of merch. And then we're figuring out, so No Eyesight, Imaginationary Man, and Black Rhino. We're going to figure out who's getting what on that, because they were the calendars. We only have 2 calendars. We have 3 people. So we're good. Black Rhino said he would
defer, yeah.
But we're going to get you something, Black Rhino.
Yeah.
But No Eyesight, yes, you are on there for the calendars. And then for the way around, it's Sean Wallen.
Sean, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
And everybody that won, send me an email and we'll get it all squared away.
Yeah.
sam@theblindlife.net.
And the Artful Dabbler said, do let us know if you're ever over here. We can give you guys the tour. It would be our pleasure.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll definitely, if we...
Take us to a pub.
When we do finally make it, I don't, with the COVID stuff, I want to wait until we know we are going to be able to, like, go the places we want to go. And we're all vaccinated now. Skylar got her second vaccination.
Yeah.
A week ago. So we want to make sure that, we're going to be able to travel freely and everything. So it might be another year or 2, but we definitely are going to go to Europe. We don't know exactly where. I think probably England, France, Ireland, maybe.
Something like that.
I really want to go to France. You really want to go to Ireland. I think Skylar really wants to go to England. So we might try to hit all 3 in like a 2-week time period or something. But we'll definitely let people know and try to do maybe set aside a couple hours in each country for a
meetup.
A meetup.
And then we can write it off as a business expense.
I don't think it works that way.
Sure it does.
Another name I'm going to butcher, and I'm sorry. Yanggu No. It says it's 3:22 in the morning. Hello from South Korea.
Oh, thank you very much for spending your Saturday or your Sunday morning with us. early Sunday morning.
Rosie said, what do you use for your phone keyboard? Because my letters are so small I cannot see my keyboard, and I have a lot of trouble finding one that's a large keyboard with a microphone.
Are you using Android? On Android, I'm using the G board. A common problem is that on Android, by default, when you do the triple tap to magnify, the keyboard doesn't magnify. It magnifies everything else, but not the keyboard. But that you can change that in the settings. So look at that. If that's the problem you're having, that might help you. We talked about this earlier in the live stream about different keyboards. There's actually quite a lot of accessible keyboard options for Android. Not necessarily accessible, but large print maybe even, or customizable where you can theme them and make them larger. For iOS, when you zoom in, the keyboard zooms in, so that shouldn't be a problem. There is a big keyboard for iOS. It works great on iPad. It makes the keyboard on iPad much larger and it's high contrast. I think it's just called Big Keyboard. I did a video about that as well. But hopefully that'll at least help out with the issue.
Joshua said there is GarageBand on Apple devices as far as an audio editor.
Oh.
Assuming that's what GarageBand is.
Yeah, GarageBand. Yeah, there you go. I wonder if that would work. Juan.
I can't remember now who it was that asked that question.
Yeah.
About audio editors, but yeah, Joshua might have a good solution there. My blonde mama's messy kitchen just that has logged in, said hi from Arizona.
Hello. That's funny. I love YouTube names. People are pretty creative.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, are you just Rachel?
I think it's Rachel S.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm boring. So I'm curious to know. So our family is like moderately addicted to TikTok now. So does anyone else use TikTok? And it's not the most low vision accessible. So I was just wondering if other people use it at all, or if you just find it like too difficult, if it's too cumbersome, or
yeah,
or what.
Yeah, and something we talked about it in the video this morning that went out on the channel. If you weren't here or haven't seen it, you know, I started a TikTok for the Blind Life last week, and I've got a couple videos up already. We talked about how it's not a very accessible platform because it's vertical video. So like me, I use a magnifier when I'm looking at my phone. So YouTube, I can just have the video at the top of the screen, and I'm able to see a big chunk of it with my magnifier. But TikTok vertical, I can't. I can only see a small section. So I do watch it. I do like watching it on my phone, but I miss some things. But you can watch it on desktop, or you can get a desktop client, or you can go on the website. You're not able to search, though. That's one of the drawbacks to going through the desktop.
And you can't post on the desktop, right?
No, you can post, but you can only upload a pre-done video. Yeah, you can't go through the editing and all that. So if you already have it edited and all that, you can do that. But I wanted to mention that because in the video we did, I kind of glanced over real quickly the using it on a desktop, watching it on a desktop. You can do that.
Carrie said you could post and schedule on desktop too.
Yeah, you can post.
Schedule it.
Yeah.
Schedule your post, which is nice.
Yeah.
Coda said I don't. It seems pretty visual and toxic.
It is.
TikTok, I mean, the thing with TikTok is you can control what you look at. So once you use it a little bit, it starts to kind of learn what you like, and so you see more of those things. It can be really weird. Like Sam for a while was getting like what are the little Irish songs or whatever?
Oh,
like
sea shanties,
yeah, like
which I love.
Which he loved, but like it was like, why are there so many sea shanties on TikTok? It was like the weirdest thing, and like for some reason I was like heavily into teacher TikTok, and I'm like, I'm not a teacher. Like, I don't know why it thought that I wanted to watch those. But it is funny because like our daughter, she watches, like looks at, I don't even know what to say, watches TikTok.
Yeah.
I guess a lot. And her TikTok stream is completely different than mine or Sam's. Sam and mine have a lot more overlap, I think, because, you know, we're the same age. But they're still fairly different as well. But
yeah.
What I see on my TikTok is not toxic at all. It's funny. It's almost exclusively funny.
There is some terrible stuff on TikTok.
Oh, there's terrible stuff, but none of it comes up on my stuff. On my screen.
Well, you remember when I first loaded it up and started watching, I was seeing some stuff that I'm like, this is horrible stuff. This is horrible. A lot of, you know, almost naked people, terrible parenting stuff. It's just horrible stuff. But like Rachel says, the more you like on things that you like, the more it kind of filters out the stuff that you don't want.
Yeah, that's what Carrie just said. You have to like TikToks that you're interested in for the algorithm to work.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing that kind of stuff anymore. I was just like,
I think the fact that you were a male.
Yeah, it's
when
like
you joined, it was like, oh my gosh.
You know, they're he's a guy. He's going to want to look at scantily clad women. Yeah. You know, let's show him that. And I was like, I couldn't like, is anybody else seeing this stuff? Because this is a lot of crazy stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of funny stuff.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, for someone that's completely blind, TikTok would just be completely worthless. I mean, I shouldn't say worthless. There are some people that just talk about things.
Yeah.
But like a lot of the funny stuff, you have to have some vision. And there's stuff that I'm sure you don't get because there's text on the screen that you probably cannot.
Yeah.
You can't see it. So, plus some people are silly when they make their TikToks. And if you put text in certain parts of the screen, it's overlapped by
blocking.
by like the stuff that's always at the bottom of the screen. So it's like, don't put your text there. No one can read it. But anyway.
Yeah.
I was just curious if it sounds like a few people use it, but a lot of people don't, which was kind of what I was thinking. I have a feeling that if you get much of a following on your TikTok, it may actually be not blind people. So it may make more sense to make content that's aimed not toward blind people, but about being blind. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. The kind of the Molly Burke style of videos. Well, if you're on TikTok, at The Blind Life, Link in the description.
Oh, good. It was Sarah that was looking for the audio editor for iPhone. So
Okay.
she saw that.
Good.
Okay, we've been on here about an hour and a half, which I'm fine. With Skylar not being here and we don't have to be anywhere, I'm fine to stay on a little bit longer. But does anyone have any other topics they want to discuss or
any other questions or if you've seen one of my videos lately and you had a question about something I did a video about,
or certain videos you think you should do more of?
Yep.
Yeah, one thing, Carrie, I don't know how long you've watched Sam's YouTube channel, but or if you've watched a lot of his older videos, but years ago he did a whole bunch of videos in a series of reason number blah 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 why it sucks to be blind, and they were funny things, but I think that would be something that would be good to go on TikTok, because they're short little things and they're funny and whatnot. So I think that would be some good TikTok content.
Yeah.
Yeah, might be some good stuff to kind of do updated versions of for your YouTube channel too. They're just fun.
Yeah. That was back when I wasn't working and had more time to goof around and stuff.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Mark Noah Sotelo said, "Sam, are you still at the tech job?"
Yeah. I'm working at the Bluegrass Council of the Blind. I started back there in, if that's what you mean. I started back there in December of last year. I'm not working for the phone company anymore. I left there on good terms. It just wasn't, I gave it a shot and it just wasn't my thing. It wasn't my type of job. They had me doing a lot of sales and stuff, and that's not what I want to do. So I really missed working with the clients and training. And that's what I do on the channel. That's what I love to do. So I went back to the council, Bluegrass Council of the Blind, and I'm working there. I'm the assistive technology trainer, program trainer there. And I do that 2 days a week, and then the rest is YouTube. So now you can stalk me. You know exactly where I am.
Carrie said, "Sam, we want to see your gadget closet." The unfortunate thing is, Carrie, he doesn't have a gadget closet. He has gadgets all over the freaking house.
I've got a shelf there. I've got a shelf back there. I do. This closet you guys can't see, there's a closet right there, but it is full of stuff at the top. The top shelf is full of stuff. I've got a drawer right here. I should pull out.
Sometime we should do a live stream where you just show and tell.
What's in my studio?
Yeah. Right now it'd be too hard to get to it all, I think. I mean, because then on the short shelves over there that you can see on the camera, that's mainly cameras. Yeah,
that's all camera gear right there. I had a guy from Foundation Fighting Blindness, had a video guy come out here and do a story on me, and it hasn't been released yet. Should be coming out soon, but he came out, and so I had to get the studio all cleaned up. So I got all my camera stuff displayed over there. But yeah, I do have some tech stuff over in this shelf behind me here, over there with Grover, my skull. I don't know if anybody ever notices him in the videos.
You can't really see. It's too dark. You can't really see it right now. You can't really see it.
Yeah.
Addison said, "Do you know of any blind navigation apps?" And I know you do. What are the names of some of them that you've probably done videos on that she should look up? Or he? I'm sorry, I don't know if Addison is a male or a female. I did a video about the Wewok app. Here's Grover. You guys see Grover? There you go. Grover's been through it. Grover is an old guy. He was my great grandfather's. I think it's a tobacco dish. Used to be a tobacco dish, but it's broken. He's broken. He's made out of like porcelain or ceramic of some kind, but he's broken many times. I've put him back together. I need to have him painted. But yeah, that's Grover. Anyway, the Wewok app is my favorite right now as far as navigational apps. It just works really, really well, and it's really accessible. It's turn-by-turn walking
navigation. So you put in your destination, you search for your destination, and it says, okay, go down here and take a right, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so check out that video.
Yeah, the Wewok app. It's for iOS and Android.
The Artful Dabbler said there was a video you did with the cane that had a tip in that moved in multi directions. That's the Omnisense, right?
Omnisense, yeah.
And he said, do you know if that's only for USA canes or universal?
That I'm not sure. It's originally from Australia. That's where it was originally.
Do you have it up here?
I don't have it up here. It's downstairs.
You could show what the tip looks like.
Yeah, but it's a slide-on tip and a hook tip. I don't know if it would fit everything. It fits Ambutex style tips, style canes. So if you, your cane mentions also fits Ambutex style tips, it would fit it. That's one of those things, like I mentioned in the video this morning, that would be a perfect question to reach out to the people that sell it or manufacture it and ask them if it would fit your particular cane.
No Eyesight, I saw it. No Eyesight said I made a mistake on the first email they sent with their address because they were one of the winners.
Okay.
That they sent a correct email after that. So
all right.
With the correct address.
No problem.
Yeah. Carrie said the Blind Life Tech Gadget Collection video. Joker Alice says, how did you get the widget clock on your iPhone? From the video where you were showing some iOS 14 features last year, I think.
The widget clock is just a clock I downloaded from the App Store. You can just go on there and search digital clock widget, and that was the best one I thought as far as a digital clock and the largest digital clock. I wanted the largest digital. They have some that are analog clocks, but that was the best one I found. I tried out like 2 or 3 of them, and that one worked the best. But you just download it and then you add it as a widget, and usually you can go in and customize the particular thing. But it's nothing special. Just search on the App Store for digital clock widget.
Mark Nuesatello said, I have tons of obsolete tech, but every now and then it comes in handy, so I justify it to my girlfriend when that happens, which is like once a year.
There's a Facebook group. If anybody has stuff just lying around and you want to get rid of it, or you think it might be helpful for someone else, there's a Facebook group called Recycled Assistive Technology. And it's just like a swap meet kind of place. People go on there and post, hey, I've got an old Merlin or something like that. Would anybody be able to use it? And so that's an option. Or eBay.
Carrie said Lazarillo is another good navigation app too.
Yeah, Lazarillo for Android.
Sideshow Kaz's stuff said, does the Wewok app work in the UK? Do you know?
It does, yeah. I've had people report that it works great in the UK. And also, I mean, just like Google Maps. When I went to Prague in 2019, I had just gotten my iPhone like a month before that. And so I was trying to use Apple Maps, and it was just not working. It was getting me all kinds of lost. And so I installed Google Maps, and that worked great. And that's what I use primarily to navigate around Prague by myself and do sightseeing. So, I mean, even just standard Google Maps would work.
Someone said Soundscape from Microsoft is a good navigation app also.
Yeah.
And Carrie said Lazarillo is on iOS too.
Oh, okay.
Mark Noah Sotelo has said, are there any YouTubers you would like to collaborate with, and why? You've collaborated with a lot of low vision YouTubers.
Well, yeah. Are we talking about
I guess it could be anybody.
Yeah. MKBHD. Someone once said I was the MKBHD of the accessibility world, or the blind world.
I don't know who that is.
He's like the top tech guy.
Okay.
Marcus Brown, MKBHD. That would be awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I've collaborated with most of the visually impaired YouTubers out already. So I don't know. If anybody wants to collaborate, send me an email. Don't know if I will or I'll be able to, but never hurts to try.
Do you know if there's any tech out there that is digital that raises lines using a stylus for drawing instead of using the old German film paper to do it? I don't know what that means. Do you?
Something that is digital that raises lines. Read that again.
Any tech out there that is digital that raises lines using a stylus for drawing instead of using the old German film paper to do it. I don't know what German film paper is. Do you?
No, and I wonder, do they mean physically raises lines up, like
I don't know.
Tactically? That never sounds right when I say it.
Artful Dabbler, we're not sure what you're asking, so you might need to give more info, or maybe someone else knows what they're referring to.
There's 3D pins that will, it's like a 3D printer, but it's a pin. It pulls out a little line of plastic.
Okay, someone else knows what they're talking about because they said, "Ooh, I hated the old German film." And they're both. That was someone in the UK. I wonder if maybe we don't know because we're American.
Yeah, and regional.
Okay, Carrie said, "Ooh, it's the plastic drawing kit, Sam." Do you know what that is?
No, I'm still
okay. Apparently, Sam is completely uninformed on what this is. Something for drawing?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm lost. Stump the blind life.
Okay, the Artful Dabbler said German film was a plastic piece of paper. You use a pen to score raised lines. I'm an artist, but really struggle and would save paper if I could draw electronically.
I don't know. I really want to get my hands on like a stylus and a tablet, like a Wacom tablet, to explore digital art. Skylar, for her birthday last year, I got her an Apple Pencil, and she has a big 12-inch iPad as well. And I've played around with that, and because I used to love to draw. I used to be like a comic book artist. And
he was a child and he liked to draw comic books. It's not like he was professionally
not professionally, but I got really good at it. Yeah. But I can't do the detail, that's the problem. So being able to pinch and zoom in and make it really big and draw the detail and then zoom it out and kind of, go back and forth. I think that the 12-inch iPad Pro though just isn't quite big enough. I want like a big 32-inch monitor that I could draw on. So, but other than that, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Someone said Coda said there are graphic embossers, but they are extremely expensive. Faisal Ahmad said he's wanting to know how to buy an eSight 4. And he said the eSight guys do not reply to my email for queries regarding how to buy it in India. Unfortunately, that would be your suggestion, would be to reach out to them, wouldn't it?
No, not necessarily. Reach out to Adam Palmer at Palmer Vision. He sells eSight now. He just started selling eSight a couple months ago. So he will definitely reply to you. He will be able to answer that question for you. I think it's just Adam at palmervision.com. You can send him an email. Or just go to their website and look it up, Palmer Vision, Palmer.
The Artful Dabbler said, what I have to do now is I have similar sight to you, but just a bit less as I look through an old iPad using the camera and zoom in max to try and see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I did a video where I tried drawing a picture using a wearable device, and I think it was a Patriot. It was either a Patriot or an Iris Vision. And it worked okay. I mean, I was able to do it better than I could just with my naked eye. But the problem, which I'm sure you understand, is that, with art, painting or drawing, for painting, the ideal distance to view a painting is 6 feet. So when you're painting, you get up there and you do all your detail, and then you're supposed to step back and kind of look at it as a whole. And drawing is the same way. And so, I may be zoomed in super close doing an eyeball, but then I got to zoom all the way out and try and see it. And then I realized, oh no, my proportions are wrong because, I couldn't see it in the full size very well. So but there's little tricks, a better structure under drawing, structure lines and stuff would help with that. So anyway, I don't know. I need to explore it more.
Yeah. Someone asked, that just reminded me because you mentioned Iris Vision. I think I saw in the chat earlier, someone was asking if you know anything about when Iris Vision will be like releasing their next product or update or anything like that, or anything about timeline. I don't think you know anything about that, do you?
No, and it's mainly because of the conferences being so messed up. That's, I would learn that kind of stuff when I'd go to a conference and talk to the people at the booth. So I don't, unfortunately. I think Iris Vision, I'm not sure what they're doing with their development, but I know they're focusing heavily on telehealth and the medical side of the device and how it can help with that. I'm sure they're developing it somehow, but I don't know much about it.
Mark said the Apple Pencil Procreate program with screen mirror HDMI cable is the way to go.
Oh, I didn't think about that. That's what I was doing it on, is Procreate. I love Procreate's fantastic. It's amazing what you can do on Procreate. And it's a clever name too.
Yeah. Carrie said, what do you think will be the near future of assistive tech? How do you think VI wearables can be improved?
I want to see them exploring augmented reality more, and not just, technically they're all augmented reality, right? Zooming in, magnifying, changing the colors, that's technically augmenting reality. But I would love to see them utilizing, especially in navigation. I keep talking about this in different, presentations and stuff, and somebody's going to steal my idea and make millions. But what I would love is, and actually speaking of that, I'm going to be posting some information about a new wearable today on social media that looks like a pair of Ray-Ban glasses. All right, so stay tuned for that. Coming out today. I need to do that today. But I would love to see a wearable like that, where if I say I'm out on the street downtown and I say, hey, take me to the nearest Starbucks, and it tells me where it is, it's on 4th and 3rd or whatever. Would you like to go? Yes, take me there. And as soon as I say that, a yellow line instantly gets superimposed on the sidewalk in front of me, leading off into the distance. And I know I just need to follow that yellow line, and it's a bright, high contrast yellow line. And, since it's augmented reality, if I move my head around and I look around, that yellow line stays glued to the sidewalk. And then even better is, off in the distance, floating up in the distance, is like a map pin floating right above the Starbucks location.
Like a little green gem above a Sims person.
Exactly.
Just,
that
floats in the air.
That, or like a what's it called? Pokemon Go game. The gym floats right there on the map. And even better, if it's a Starbucks, maybe it's a floating cup of coffee or something. But I know that.
Are you talking about something that you would strictly be looking through the screen, or would it be open enough that you could see?
No, yeah, it's superimposed on reality. It's like It's like the Microsoft. You've seen the headset they have, the HoloLens, where the guy's walking around his house and he has his computer screen is glued to one of his walls. Digitally, virtually, it's there. But yeah, so you still see your environment. It's just this thing is float on the ground, this line, and then that thing is floating in the air. So I know that I follow that line, but if I do get lost somehow, I just head towards that floating object in the sky. And I eventually, as I get closer, it gets bigger until I'm standing in front of Starbucks and I look up and it's giant right there above me. Yeah. I think that would be awesome and so helpful. So somebody make that happen. Let's go.
Someone said, have you ever tried out, Leroy said, have you ever tried out an Oculus, and do you know if there's a zoom/magnifying feature?
I haven't tried Oculus, but yes, there is. And I was just talking to a colleague last week because he watched my Vision Buddy video, and he was telling me that he just got an Oculus, and he's going to let me see it. So I might be doing a video about this soon. But it has a virtual desktop feature where you can get on your computer and you can make it big, and you have all your accessibility in your computer, so you can magnify and you can do all that, screen reader. He says it's really, really cool. So I'm going to be looking into that. Probably do a video about that. So it does have some type of magnification.
I have
Okay.
I turned off my mic first. I don't care if you tell people it's fine.
You're going to be in the camera. We're going to see Sky. There goes Rachel. and Willow. She had to run out real quick. So I'm not going to be able to answer questions for a second here while she's gone, but she'll be right back. But I think, the Vision Buddy does that. And if you guys saw the video from this morning, we talked about the video in that video and how it's very similar to the New Eyes headset, which is the other wearable that looks, the old school New Eyes looks like a pair of sunglasses, which is what everybody wants. And that's why I'm kind of excited about this new wearable that's coming out that I'm going to be posting about this later on today. I don't know anything about it. I just have like the press release and I'm going to be sharing that, but I haven't gotten my hands on it. It will be coming soon and I'm going to test it out and hopefully it's good. I'll definitely let you guys know either way if it's good or if it's not. But the Vision Buddy, if that's one thing that everybody wants is to be able to connect it to a computer and need a computer in there and be able to zoom around and zoom in and look at it in 3D space and interact with it or video games. And unfortunately, you can't do that with the Vision Buddy right now. So maybe this Oculus is better. The problem with any of these VR style headsets is, the game might have some accessibility or you get in there on your computer and that might be accessible, but the VR menus usually aren't. So that's the problem I had with the New Eyes is I wasn't able to navigate the VR menus because they weren't accessible. So, okay, Rachel's back.
Sorry about that. I drank a bunch of water.
Is your light lit up and not blinking?
Yep. Okay,
good. I didn't even tell him you went to the bathroom. You spilled the beans on that one.
Sorry. Okay. Tombert said the ones you were describing that you said you wish they would make.
Yeah.
He said they're Oz glasses. Follow the yellow guideline.
There you go.
Carrie said, what's your favorite and second favorite VR headset for low vision?
So it's so hard to say, and people
depends on what you want, right?
And it depends on your vision people ask me this question all the time. What's the best CCTV for RP or headset for this? And I can't say that because what might work well for me might not work well for you. And that sounds like a cop-out, but it's so true. For me personally, and this actually just recently changed my opinions on this. It used to be the Iris Vision was my top wearable VR headset. And then like the Patriot was second. But it's actually flip-flopped because I did a side-by-side comparison between the Patriot and the Iris Vision and zoomed in on the higher magnification. The Iris Vision was very grainy and fuzzy, and the Patriot was crystal clear and didn't have any noise and grain. So I would say just based on that, the Patriot came out on top. But then again, the Iris Vision has more features. It's got like YouTube and you can take pictures and save them and all of that. So it's hard to say.
Do you have the most recent Iris Vision, like hardware and software?
I think I do. Okay. I don't have the most recent Patriot hardware or software.
Can everyone hear me okay? The light on the mic, it's not flashing, but there's some red on it. It's like blue with red.
I should check mine. We might be running out of battery. Yeah, you guys let me know if you can hear.
Yours looks like all blue.
You can hear Rachel. You can plug your mic up to those chargers as well.
I can?
Yeah, it's the same. That's what they were charging.
Oh, there it is. I'll do that just in case. They said they can hear me.
Okay, good. So yeah, and that's I think I did a live stream once where I talked about how to choose the right equipment for you, the right assistive technology for you. And I went over some things to think about, you know, when picking a computer and picking a smartphone and picking a CCTV and a wearable. And one of the main things is goals. You know, what are your goals? And so if watching YouTube in the headset is important to you, then the Iris Vision would be a better choice. If that's something you don't care about, then, you know, you don't need to worry about that.
And you were pretty impressed with, I can't remember now. It's kind of a wearable, kind of not. What was the one that Skylar and I were down at the skate park and you walked around?
That was the Orcam Read.
Yeah, and you liked that.
I love that little guy.
More useful than you thought you would.
I did, man. And that was one that I had the option of sending it back or keeping it. You know, receiving compensation in some other way, sending it back and getting compensated some other way. And I chose to send it back. And that's one of the ones I'm like, oh, I probably should have kept it, because it just works so well. And it's so quick and easy. You just click. We got one at work the other day, and just to use for a couple hours from the Orcam guy. And I was walking around the office, just click, reading a sign, click, reading a sign. And it just works so well. And it's easy and convenient.
Yeah, because I know that day you walked around downtown Lexington, and afterward you were like, it was just like the level of independence that you had. That
Yeah.
It was like when you were walking past stores, you could actually look and see what the store was.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you just don't know unless you know you already knew what the store was and you were looking for it. If not, it's just you don't know what's there unless you're with someone else and they're telling you what every single store is as they walk past it, which we're not always good about.
Yeah, and there are some stores downtown that, you know, I snapped a picture of the sign and I'm like, oh, I've heard about this store before, but I never knew it was right here. You know, it's like it's so liberating, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Coda said it tried the Orcam, but it wasn't helpful for me at all. I think you need usable vision for it to work well.
Well,
you have to be able to direct the camera at. You have to know a sign is there to be able to want to take a picture of it.
Yeah,
and then
signs
you have to be able
definitely.
To direct the camera to the sign to take a picture of it, right?
Yeah, I mean, so there's two different things. There's the Orcam Pro, which is the one that you wear on the glasses, and then there's the Orcam Read, which is a handheld thing. Yeah, for reading signs, things like that, you do need to be able to see where to point at either of them. But for reading text documents in your hand or the back of a box of cookies or something, you don't really need to have usable vision for that. In fact, there's Jose Cintron, I think his last name is Cintron. He's a AT specialist down in Florida. He's got a video on YouTube where he is demonstrating the Orcam Read, and he's totally blind, like completely. So you don't, and it's his own personal Orcam Read. You don't have to for some of the things, but yes, absolutely. If you want to read a street sign, you got to be able to kind of see where that street sign is.
Our dog looks so cute right now. I wish it was easier to turn the camera to show me.
Yeah.
She looks adorable. Okay.
We should probably think about wrapping it up soon.
Yeah, I just noticed it's 3:00, so we've been on here 2 hours.
Yeah. We appreciate you guys. Awesome.
Yeah. So next Saturday, 9 a.m.
9 a.m. The video comes out, and I'll be on Discord.
Wonder if we should change it to like 9:30 so people have a chance to actually watch the video.
Okay. Yeah. 9:30 will be on Discord. I mean, but also the nice thing about Discord is you guys can go on there anytime and chat with each other. That's just I will be on there, and we'll also try to find some other time that might work better for like West Coasters and things like that. But you guys feel free to go on there anytime and leave messages and talk to each other. And there's a text chat room. I'm not sure what are they called rooms? I'm not much of a Discord person myself, but there's also a video, most recent released video room where I post a link to the video that I did that day. And then there's also a video suggestion room where you can just go in and suggest a video topic idea. So there's a couple things in there.
So you don't have to be logged on. Anyone can just go there and see if someone else is there.
Yeah, you can go anytime.
That's cool. Now, do you? Carrie said they're called channels.
Channels. I want to call them rooms.
Do you have it set up to where you get notifications? Oh, yeah. I mean, have you even gotten to be able to work on your phone? Have you?
I still haven't gotten to be able to work. I need to figure that out.
Yeah, we need to work on that because it would be nice if you got notifications if someone said something. Because then, if you're just like not doing anything, if you're watching videos or like not doing anything else then you could jump on there.
Well, that's the other thing. I want to put it on the phone because there's been a couple of weekends where we were out doing something, and that way I could still join in. So I'll work on that. Yeah, next Saturday, every Saturday at 9:30, I'm going to jump on the Discord. If you guys want to join, awesome. Come on and we'll chit chat about stuff.
And yeah, feel free to go there other times, and maybe it could just kind of become a community.
Yeah. And then TikTok. That's the other new thing. Check me out on TikTok at The Blind Life, and check out all the other blind people on TikTok. There's actually several.
Yeah. Carrie said that earlier, that there's a decent community of blind and low vision TikTokers. Mark was asking for the Discord link. Mark, it is in it's in the description of any of Sam's videos. It's not like a nice, clean The Blind Life or whatever. We learned from someone else here today that you have to have a certain number of followers or whatever before you can get a
custom
a custom link. So it's not like a nice, clean link like that. So it'd probably be easiest to copy and paste it from the description of his videos.
Yeah, or just click on it. It should be a clickable link, but it's in the description. I don't think it's in the description of this live stream because I haven't set up the description and stuff yet. But it will be in the other ones.
I should try that and see.
Yeah.
Look at your description and see.
Yeah. And and then of course I do post some stuff on Instagram as well. Not too much. I put a story out today. But stay tuned. Like I said, I'm going to be posting on all my social media and several of the Facebook groups the press release information for this new wearable device. Once again, I haven't tried it myself. This is just the information they sent and wanted me to share. I've been talking with this company for a while now. They had a previous model, but they were like, let's wait till the new one comes out before we send you one. But they will be sending me one, and I'm going to try it out. And hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully it's good. It looks pretty good. It looks like a pair of sunglasses, which is one of the most widely requested things for a wearable device.
It is in the description of this video.
Okay.
If you scroll down a little bit, there's a connect with me, and it's got his website, his email, and then Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, The Blind Life Discord, and TikTok.
Good. Yeah.
So it's on there.
Yep. All righty. Well, shall we wrap it up?
Yes, I think we should.
Well, guys, I really appreciate you spending 2 hours with us today, and and another hour earlier today with the video. And thank you guys so much. We appreciate all the support and the people that joined as members during the live stream. That's awesome. And someone donated. That was really cool too. Thank you so much for that. All that information, if you're interested in becoming a member, that is in the description down below. There's also an actual membership tab on my YouTube channel. There's a home tab, a videos tab, but there's also a community tab, but there's also a membership tab.
And if you are a member and you have ideas of things that you think would be cool for Sam to do for or with members, or if you think of some perk that you think would be cool, reach out and let them know. I mean, you get there's different levels or whatever, and Sam's kept them he's kept the prices very low. I mean, the lowest one he did for the lowest price that you can do it, which is 99 cents.
Yeah.
So he's not trying to make a bunch of money. He didn't make anything off of that, pretty much.
No,
I don't even know if you make anything off of it.
It's not much at all. But there's some perks, like I said, we do a live stream or a Zoom call every month. just the members. Members get a discount on merchandise. I give you a discount code that you can use on merchandise. So there are some perks already, and you get the cool little emblem next to your name and that sort of stuff. But yeah, check it out if you're interested.
All right.
Well, thanks, guys. Is there anything else?
Nope.
Rach?
That's it.
Okay. Well, we will see you next time. We'll try to do these more often.
All right. Bye, everybody.